Good morning guys, hope all of you are keeping safe and well, and welcome to another vegan video. And today I'm going to prepare some vegan tofu. It's like a tofu curry, but not exactly a curry, with eggplant, tomatoes and some onion with lots of Sri Lankan spices. So it's a really great curry that I've discovered. I can't even use the word curry because it's not exactly a curry, because it doesn't have so much of gravy, but the eggplant turns into a bit of a meshy thing with the tomato and gives a beautiful texture. And usually I use soya with it, the soya meat which is used in Sri Lanka. When I say soya meat, it's completely vegan. But as I was unable to go to the Sri Lankan store here because we got stage 4 lockdown here, we can't travel for more than 5 kilometers. So I was unable to go to the Sri Lankan store, but I've got some tofu from the supermarket. With tofu it works well, but actually it tastes better with soya meat. But today I'm just going to do it with tofu. It's the same thing with soy meat, but you just put soy meat instead of putting tofu. And by the way, this is my curry plant tree, which is in Sri Lanka we call it karapincha. So that's why I started the video from here. And I've also set up my camping table and camping cooker and camping stool, and usually I'll be cooking when I'm traveling in my little camper wagon, the station wagon camper. I would just pull the table out and do vegan videos. That's what I want to do. But now it's stage 4 lockdown, I can't go anywhere, so I'm just going to do it in the backyard. Smells lovely. Just to let you know that I wash the leaf because there can be insects and other animals in it, because I'm taking from the tree. So that's why I just wash it with some water and put it under the tree. Most of the time there are so many little insects because these are organic things, and so I don't want them to be just killed. Hi guys, so it's been a bit of a messy day. And kind of my mood is half gone. But as a meditator, everything is impermanent, and got to get back to a proper mood, or whatever. You don't have a mood, you create a mood. Actually, all these moods are just passing things, just like the clouds in the sky. They just arise and they pass away. So one moment you can be very positive and you want to do something, and the next moment you may feel really down because of what somebody said. But that's what happens in life all the time, and that's why I think after I discovered Vipassana meditation, that made the biggest change. Still I do react, and still I do feel bad, but it's not to the extent as before. You come out of it soon, because it's not permanent, and unintentionally you also kind of observe your sensations and all that. So anyway, that's a different topic. So I set everything up in the backyard, but then there was some loud music and some other distractions, as well as had some other internal stuff going on in the house. So everything got kind of disrupted, got everything ready. So then I moved everything from the backyard to here, which is like a little bit of a courtyard I've got here. So I thought I'll do it here. So I just want to show the stuff. Everything here is from my, not everything, but most of it is from my camping stuff from the car. So because I can do the same thing while traveling, just pull over somewhere by the beach and cook, or in the mountains. So I'll just show you this first, and then we'll get going with the recipe. So guys, I've got the so this is my camping table, which I bought recently, and this will go in my the hood rack of my car. And so this is just a camping stove I'm using, and it runs on butane. Yeah, so it can be easily taken anywhere, and that's my camping stool, which basically folds like that and just goes in my car. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to prepare prepare some tofu. So you can use a normal tofu, but I've just bought this because this was available. And I'm going to use a medium-sized eggplant, 1 brown onion, 2 tomatoes, some ginger, of course I'll use a small piece, and some garlic. And I'm going to use some turmeric, cardamom, and cloves. And I'm going to use this Sri Lankan curry mix. Now I would suggest the unroasted curry powder and a little bit of roasted curry powder, but I run out of those and I'm unable to go to Sri Lankan store. But this is even better. But you know, this has a mixture of so this says chicken curry mix, but it's completely vegan. So all this have is the spices, which are coriander, fennel seed, cumin, chili powder, salt, garlic, ginger, curry leaf, rampe, and lemongrass. So rampe is a panda leaf. Just going to chop the onion. So I'm just going to put the onion here. So I'll put the tomato as well, the diced tomatoes. And with this one. So now I'm going to cut the eggplant. Now I have washed all this. Now I have washed all this quite thoroughly before I started. Now I'm not a professional cook, so these are all tips and tricks that I've learned on my own, and so I've learned to cut the eggplant like this. So this way every piece will contain the skin, because the skin is really nice. So that's done, and the eggplant goes in. Now I'm going to take a little bit of ginger. Cloves of garlic. I find this method easier to remove the covering of the garlic, and I prefer to kind of smash it rather than see, it comes out very easily. And also the juices come out quite easily when you smash it further than dice it. But I'm not a cook, so these are just things that I find works well. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first put the ginger. Just crush it a bit like that. And then I would just put the garlic and just crush it in like that. Good, so it comes like that. So that's all there. So now what I would do is I would add some spices. So this is unroasted curry powder. I'm just putting sorry, this is roasted curry powder. I've run out of the unroasted one. So I'm just going to put a little bit only because I'm going to use the curry paste. But otherwise I would use this and the unroasted one. So with this chicken curry mix, now this has chili as well. So keep in mind, you know, it may be too chili, but I'm just going to put a bit like this, okay? Now this has turmeric in it, but I'll still put a little bit of turmeric. And I'm going to put about a few cloves, some cardamom. With the cardamom, I like to just hit it and open the inside so that it goes. But you get so just by doing that, you break these cardamom pods, so it gives a better flavor. So now I'm just going to use a little bit of coconut oil, but you can use olive oil if you want. Just going to use a little bit. You may think that's a lot, but that's for the big curry. I mean big in portion. So that's all I've done. So I'm going to just put it on the fire now, and then I may add some water as I go along. Yep. Seems to be working fine. Actually, it's a really good size, and so when I'm going hiking, I use the 360 stove. But when I'm in the car and camping, I hope to use this. Well, I forgot to put some panda leaf, which I have at home. So I've just brought it in. This is actually frozen panda leaf. So I'm just going to use one. So I'll just cut it and I'm going to add it as well. This actually I haven't been camping for a while because of the corona situation. But it's even cooking outside the home is so kind of inspiring and interesting. I think it's going well. Just going to cover it a bit. And I'm just going to reduce the heat. In the meantime, I'm just going to cut the tofu. I'm just going to dice this tofu into small squares. It's coming little by little. All the juices from the tomatoes are now getting kind of coming into the curry. I haven't added any water because there are lots of water from the eggplant and the tomato. It doesn't look, even though I added oil, it doesn't look oily at all because so before I add the tofu, I'll make sure that it's cooked pretty well. I thought that I'll just take a minute to tell you that it's so amazing to cook vegan food because you know, I know that no animal is being harmed in this process, and even the corona is related to, you know, eating animals. Basically, that's how it started. That's a theory, anyway. But in my own life, since I became vegetarian about more than 10 years ago, and then I was a vegan for about 1 year or so, then I became vegetarian again, but now once again I'm vegan. The amount of energy that you have and the clarity of mind is really connected to being vegan as well. Of course, meditation and being vegan, it gives you more clarity and more energy and more lightness in the body, I feel. Just a little bit of wind, I mean a breeze, coming up really well. Good mix. So it looks really good. It's coming out really well. Sorry guys, one thing very important I forgot, but I'm going to add it now. So I'm just going to add some salt. And I've got some Himalayan rock salt here. I'll just give you a peep. And so I would let it cook a bit more. So this dish basically can be served with rice, and it's good to also have a curry like dal curry or a white potato curry. Something like that would give a bit of a liquidy, because this doesn't have that much of liquid, but it can definitely be just served with rice as well. So now it's ready. Looks beautiful. And whenever you get this effect of you know, the good texture, it's ready to be served. And it's ready to be served. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll show you how it looks once it's served with rice. So I just served it with some rice. And That's how it looks. So I'm just going to enjoy my lunch. Hope you guys enjoy the video. All the best. Take care. May you truly be happy. Bye for now.